आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एटम। स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एटम जो डिस्कस हम करेंगे, फर्स्ट थिंग इज द डिस्कवरी ऑफ फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल्स कि जितने के जितने सिंस इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन वी कैन कॉल द फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल ऑफ एन एटम, how they are discovered. First thing we can know, the Dalton atomic theory was able to explain the law of conservation of mass, law of constant composition, and law of multiple proportion very successfully, but failed to explain the results of many experiments. Like it was known that substances like glasses, ebonites, and rubbed with the silk are for generate electricity. Why can they do so that cannot be identified or experimentally verified according to the Dalton atomic theory? Now, discovery of an electron. William Crookes in 1879 studied the electric discharge in partially evacuated tube known as cathode ray discharge tube. A cathode ray discharge tube is made up of glass about 60 centimeter long, containing two thin pieces of the metals called electrodes. You see here, this is whole of the assembly of the cathode ray discharge tube. The negative electrode is known as cathode and positive electrode is known as anode. When a gas enclosed at a low pressure for 10 raised to power minus 4 atmosphere in a discharge tube is subjected to a high voltage, means up to 10,000 volt, invisible rays originating from the cathode and produces a greenish glow behind the perforated anode. This is a perforated anode, and behind that we can see the greenish glow on the glass wall coated with the phosphorescent material, and that phosphorescent material we can use is the zinc sulfide is observed, and these rays are called cathode rays. Now, what they are sharp, shallow of the solid object in the path, suggesting that they travel in a straight line. They deflected towards the positive plate in an electric field, means one is positive charge, another one is negative charge. They move towards the positive plate, and we from this we suggested that they are negatively charged. They are termed as electron by Stone. They can make a light paddle wheel to rotate placed in a space. Whenever we can suppose this is the field, and whenever we place a in the center a wheel, they can rotate. It suggested that this means they possess kinetic energy and are material particle which rotate in the wheel. They have charge to the mass ratio 1.75882 into 10 raised to power 11 coulomb. 10 raised to power, it is 10 raised to power 11 coulomb per kg. They ionize gases through when they travel. They produce X-ray when they strike a metallic target. In a metallic target, they produces X-rays. They ionize gases when they where they travel. The characteristic of the cathode ray does not depend upon the material of the electrode or nature of the gas in the they thus we can conclude electron are the basic constituent of all the matter. This is the experimental assembly for the calculation of the charge mass ratio of the electron, charge to the mass ratio. And you see, this is the cathode, this is anode, and when they passes through a north and south pole, they can deflected in a certain way, and after deflecting they can put on a fluorescent substance Now, in 1897, J.J. Thomson measured the charge to the mass ratio of an by using cathode ray tube and applying electric field and magnetic field perpendicular to each other. We can see in the back in the diagram as well as to the path. The extent of deviation of the electron from the path in presence of electric magnetical field depend upon number one, charge on the electron, number two, mass of the particle, the strength of electric or magnetical field when they only electrical field is applied, electron are deflected to a point A. There are 3 points, one is central point, one is right, another is left. They move towards the point A. When only magnetical field applied, they deflected toward the C. By balancing this, we can get the charge to the mass ratio 1.758 10 raised to 11 coulomb per kg. Now, R.A. Mulligan devised a method known as oil drop experiment. Oil drop experiment to determine the charge on the electron. In this method, oil droplet in the form of the mist produced by the atomizer were allowed to enter through a tiny hole in an upper plate of the electrical condenser. The downward motion of this droplet was viewed through the telescope equipped with micrometer eyepiece. By measuring the rate of falling of the eye drop, Mulligan was able to measure the mass of the oil droplets. Now, this the air are air inside the chamber was ionized by passing a beam of X-ray through it. Electrical charge are these oil droplets were acquired by collision with the gaseous ion. The fall of these charged oil droplets can be retarded, accelerated, or made stationary depending on the charge of the droplet and polarity and strength of voltage applied to the plate. Now, by carefully measuring the effect of the electric field strength on the motion of the oil droplet, Mulligan concluded that the electric field, the electric charge Kev on the droplet is always an integral multiple of electric charge E. Now, charge on the electron is minus 1.68 10 raised to minus 18 coulomb. The mass of the electron can be concluded is charge divided by charge to the mass ratio 1.6 10 raised to minus 19 divided by 1.758 10 raised to 11 coulomb kg per coulomb per kg. It is equal to 9.1094 10 raised to power 31 kg. These are now from here. This is the electron discovered by J.J. Thomson, proton by Goldstein, neutron by Chadwick. Now, this is the symbol neutron, electron, proton, and neutron. Charge neutron have zero charge, proton have positive 1.6022 10 raised to power minus 29 coulomb, positive, negative for the electron. Basic charge on the electron is minus 1, for proton is plus 1, and for neutron is 0. The mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to power minus 31 kg, 1.67 10 raised to power 27 kg, 1.674 10 raised to power minus 20. It means the mass of the electron is higher than that of the mass of the proton is higher than that of mass of the neutron. Now, discovery of the neutron. The theoretical requirement for the existence of the neutron particle in an atomic nucleus was put forward by the Rutherford in 1920. It proposed to be a particle with no charge having mass almost equal to that of the proton. He named it as neutron. In 1932, Chadwick proved its existence. He observed that when a beam of particle 2He means 2 for atomic number and 4 for atomic mass. Helium is incident on beryllium. A new type of particles ejected. It is almost equal to that of proton and carried no charge. Now we can come to the definition. A fundamental particle which carry one unit negative charge and has mass equal to 1 upon 1 837 that of the हाइड्रोजन एटम। मीन्स जिस चीज का मास हाइड्रोजन से इतना कम हो उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन बोला गया। Now, what is proton? A fundamental particle which carry 1 unit positive charge and has mass nearly equal to that of the hydrogen is called proton. A fundamental particle carrying no charge and has mass equal to that of the hydrogen is called neutron. This is the discovery.